Alright, it's time to get back on the F100, finish what seems to be the endless wiring. But today we're going to do the last little bit of the transmission and brake light switch and the brake switch for the transmission to get it in and out of gear. So, let's get started. Soon it'll be on its own power. Alright. Now we're on the main transmission harness here. So actually, since we already have a perfect opening with a ton of extra, now it's time to go below. Oh, I'm glad y'all could join me down here. Anyways, the one plug we ran from, there was a spot opening in the floor already, which actually makes it a little better where there's not so much going through the firewall. But your main plug, pretty much, let's see, it's gonna be for like your shift solenoids, all that other good stuff. But on the right side, on the back of this transmission, you have the plug, which is, it's an 8-pin, but you only have 7 wires going to it. So that one will plug into there. And then we'll still be able to leave a little slack. And on the transmission, on both sides, you have a spot where your O2 sensors used to go, where you can actually tie into there and on this other side, to where it doesn't fall and drag on the, oh my goodness, I cannot talk, drag on the drive shaft or anything like that. So we're going to keep that about right there. And the other piece goes up. Let's see if I can get you guys a better shot. Oh! Come on. That's the piece I'm talking about right there. We have one here and one on the other side, and that plug-in's right here. Right there. So it'll go from there, and then I'll have it attached there. It goes up and over. It'll attach to that one, and we have it going up through an opening, which that'll all be filled in, and then we'll have the grommet where the wires will go through, and everything will be all wrapped up. So, alright, time to go back up top. Alright, now that we're back up top, and then my legs will eventually go to sleep again. So, just take the rest of your mile-long wire here, just kind of routed. Just lay it across to where you can get a general idea of where it's going to be, and then take, like what I did is tape it every, say about every foot and a half. Cut them right here. Left over quite a bit of extra for just in case there's later on down the road. Alright. much fun. And a good tip, it's always good to take a break. Your eyes start getting a little cross-eyed. And like I mentioned in the previous video, it's good to have the Velcro tie downs, or you're not having to waste so many zip ties. It's easier just to un-Velcro it, and stick it in there where you keep all your wires together instead of going through a bag of zip ties. So you just run it through and loop it around it. Simple as that. Now we have numbers 79, 82, 83, 80, 37, 81, and 50. And like it says in instructions, you'll use all the red connectors on these three, but the red one, you'll use the blue one because that's going to be your power wire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red. 6 and my blue. Now the real fun starts. I'll get you guys closer. Alright, we're going to try this again. We got it a little interrupted there. People know not to come through the gate. So, you get some that don't like to listen. Where we left off was number 50, which is part of the transmission. That's what's going to send the fire. When you turn the key on, that's what's going to fire up all your solenoids. So, like I said, run it up. Like I said, everything's nicely labeled. I just can't get over how nice this kit is. This will go to number 50. And you don't have to tighten them down super tight because on the back of these screws they've got little ridges cut into them, so when you tighten it, it's like a lock nut, or a lock washer, I'm sorry. You'll tighten it, but it won't allow it to back off real easy from road vibration, you know, your daily driving. Okay, so now we have, let's find the lowest number. There's 79, there's 83, here is 80. Then we have 81, 82, 83, and 37. So we're going to go to 37, which 37 is right here. So we're going to take and back off 37. Same thing, just take and there are some spots that do have zip ties, which I have to cut this one where I can get the wire in there, or through, should I say. Take one matches. One little bend right there. What I normally do is when I cut it, I'll take and put another slight bend so I know where I need to cut. And again, take your wire strippers, take about a 1/16 of an inch to an 1/8 of an inch off on the red ones. Put your red spade connector on there. Crimp it, give it a little pull, make sure everything's good. I'm going to put that on 37. Like I said, just lightly tighten it. And we'll do this to the rest of them. Alright, got pretty much all the wiring done. Got a couple of jump wires for the fuel pump. I'm all cross-eyed. It's pretty much done. Got everything ran. Data link. That'll probably be moved and hidden. And then once we get the brake pedal, that'll go. The purple wires will go with the brake pedal. These go to the backup lights, which we're going to tie into the fuse box that we'll have over here. And then this is the idiot light, or 8-gauge light. Other than that, just tedious is all it is. And a lot of people don't understand how much goes into wiring a complete vehicle. You can make it quick and functional, or you can make it. Well, that's pretty much going to do it for today. We've got all the transmission done, pretty much all the fuel pump system done except for 2 wires. Data links done. What else? The wiring for the check engine light or idiot light. Plus the jump wires for the fuel system. Let's see. And then the lights for the backup lights. But that'll be tied into the other fuse box. That'll do all the lights, ignition, the relay, secondary relay for the fan, fuel pump, plus all the other little stuff. But a lot of people don't understand is wiring can be so tedious. It takes a while. I mean, there's 2 ways of doing it. You can do it either quick and crappy, or you can take your time, do it right, run everything nice and neat, so if you have an issue, it's not just a wad of wires everywhere. And that's what we do. We take our time, run everything the right way, away from heat, any moving parts. You know, it takes that little extra time that betters it in the long run, plus it looks nicer. So, but as soon as we get done with this, then it's onto the fuse box, and once we get the fuse box, I think the last 6 or 7 wires of the Ron and Francis part will hook up to the main fuse box, and it's just a matter of wiring up the key and being able to start it. So hopefully by this time next weekend we'll have it, you know, to where we can start it back up the first time in a while. So it's tedious, but can't complain. You got a great product that works. You know, better than dealing with the factory one that, you know, I've seen a lot of people doing it. Just, you can't make it look nice. This way, it just, you start from scratch and you do it the way you want to do it. That's the only way to actually do something right. You know, you spend a little extra money up front to where in the long run it's not going to bite you in the butt. And trying to trace this or that, with this, everything's labeled. Every 14 inches it's labeled where it goes to what number. With the factory forged stuff, you're going to have to pull up factory diagrams, trace it, run it down, you know, so on and so forth. This way you get the code, okay, you know, it's not this or that. You look at the wire, find out where it's at, and just follow it to whatever number, home tested, figure out where it's broke a lot quicker. So for now, this is it. Hopefully you enjoy. If you do, I'm trying to get more videos posted, so if you do, like, subscribe, that always helps out. And soon we'll be back on the Volkswagen with the LS, swap on that. Trying to do a little on one and a little bit on another one. Trying to juggle 2 major projects here. So, other than that, that'll do it for now.